Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Crisman, joined as always by Big Phil Henderson. Got a great card on slate for you tonight. I got a guy coming all the way from Ohio coming out to fight tonight. Got a group coming out from Reno, Nevada, and Team Risen from Evanston, Wyoming / Vernal, Utah. Good-looking bunch of guys. Phil, what's going on tonight?
Mike, if you haven't seen the Team Risen guys fight yet, they are all wrestlers from birth, basically. Just physical specimens. They can wrestle, they can take you down, they can ground and pound you. Watch out for these guys tonight.
Now, these guys are a very impressive group, but your main event features kind of the leader of that group, Nate Gerrard, going up against Sugarloaf. We've seen this fight before. Sugar says, I've done what it takes to turn things around and have a little different outcome. What's your prediction on this fight?
Well, Mike, we've got nasty Nate Gerrard. The kid's head for the UFC someday soon. I can tell you that. He's going up against a Sugarloaf. He might be headed to the Dairy Queen, but I'm not sure about that.
Well, you always picking on Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf is the Ultimate Combat mascot. I really love this kid. It's going to be a great fight, but lots of stuff before we get to it. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ultimate Combat Experience starts now. Starts now.
Warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight.
In your featherweight division, we got a kid who we've seen quite a bit of, Parris Swain. Very good-looking fighter, getting better and better, training up there with the Maury Academy. Who's he going up against, Phil?
Up against Garrett Desmond from Team Risen. Carbon copy of the other Team Risen guys. Little shorts. I don't know what that means. And a lot of wrestling and a lot of six-pack of abs, though.
Wow, this is going to be an excellent fight. Featherweight knows, Bart, check it out. I'm telling you, Phil, the Team Risen guys, they wear those shorts just to get at you. They know it bugs you, and they want to come in here and say, look, we're going to wear these goofy things and still beat everybody's butt. Parris Swain, on the other hand, very fashionable young man, and boy, he has gotten a lot tougher since we first saw him.
Yeah, he is, Mike. He's 5'8", 145 pounds out of the Ogden area, and he's definitely put his game together.
They call him Trouble, that is Parris Swain, but you see right here the fashion statement that is Team Risen. Coming in with mullets and short pants and the whole 9 yards, but they've just been demolishing everybody that's got in their path.
Yeah, they have. Mike Garrett Desmond's 5'8", 185 pounds out of Evanston, Wyoming, and I think he's wearing underwear.
I don't think he's 185 pounds, I'll tell you that. That must have been a
158
typo
probably.
there. He's a 145-pounder. These guys are both featherweights and both very, very good featherweights. The thing that I've been most impressed about with Parris Swain was his ground. He's a boxer by trade, and his ground game has come so far, but he's going up against a very, very good wrestler here. As you mentioned, all the Risen guys are very good wrestlers out of that camp at Team Risen.
Yeah, very skilled wrestlers up there, Mike. Parris Swain, more of a striker and a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and Desmond doing what he did, got the takedown.
And you see in the results right there that Parris Swain came out and landed a couple of very nice combinations to start the round off, but that's usually what happens when a boxer fights a wrestler. They can usually crack off a few of them, but if you don't connect and knock them out with that, you're going to get taken down. But here's where Parris Swain has gotten better. He's not just getting taken down and submitted, he's actually got a little defense down here and knows how to fight off his back.
Yeah, he does, Mike. He's been training with the Maury Academy and doing a lot of jiu-jitsu for a while. He's definitely competent on his back. He's submitted guys before, but I think he likes to knock them out. That's his game.
Well, it would certainly be his preference, but you see here, he almost pulled guard there. Now, Garrett Desmond poses some problems for you because he's not just a good wrestler, he's a really good wrestler, and he understands position. They've been working on a little bit of submission of their own up there at Team Risen, and he understands that he needs to keep side mount here and stay out of that guard, and he'll be just fine.
Yeah, he does, Mike. If he stays on the side there, you know, it's really hard for Parris Swain to get a submission hold on him, but Parris is getting his guard back, it looks like.
Well, it looks like he is. Garrett Desmond looking to try to step over and get full mount, and he's got half mount now, and this is going to be a little bit of a jockey for position. Now, Garrett Desmond being a bit of a novice on the ground, it's going to be a little more difficult for him to try to get to where he wants to be.
Yeah, it is, Mike, but with that wrestling ability and that natural ability that he's had for probably his entire life, wrestling since he was a young kid, sometimes that just happens for you. Sometimes you do pass and just explode into positions that you might not even know how you got there.
Yeah, well, Parris Swain looks just a little bit frustrated underneath there. It looks like he's kind of going one way, then the next, and really not sure what to do here. And you made a great point. You fight a guy with the athleticism that Garrett Desmond clearly has, and that could be just one of those great factors that factor into what happens. He might not really even know what he's doing, but he's just able to kind of like a cat land on all fours.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike, wrestlers are probably some of the better athletes on the face of the planet. They've been training around the clock for little or no recognition besides for their state titles or whatever, and that really makes you no money. And, you know, they're very dedicated and very hard athletes, you know. And
finally now they're getting their moment in the sun, if you will, with MMA coming onto the scene, and wrestlers are natural to evolve into MMA fighters, and they've done so well, those that have done that. A little bit of a kind of a stalemate here between these two guys. I'd like to see our referee Ethan Andrews stand these two up. I haven't seen a whole lot of anything going on. Ethan Andrews, we haven't seen him in just a little while. Maybe he's got a little bit of ring rust with the round number 1 coming to a close.
Yeah, Mike, I would have liked to see him stand up, but, you know, we've seen worse things with refs lately.
Well, you can't argue that point, that's for sure. That's one of those matches that just, they got to the ground and nothing really happened. And you got to kind of help facilitate things happening when that goes on in the fight here. Round number 2 coming your way. Garrett Desmond and Parris Swain, if you're just joining us, are both two very talented featherweights making their way upward in the division. And we got more of this stuff when we come back.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. Let's take a call. Hello, caller?
Yeah, hi. I have really bad credit, and I've been turned down before. Can you really help me get a computer?
Do you have an active checking account and a home phone number?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you need. So whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
combat experience if you're just joining us. Wow, kind of a snoozer there in round number 1 between Garrett Desmond and Parris Swain. I think it was kind of a snoozer just because these guys are so evenly matched. We were talking about that a little bit in the first round. Phil Henderson was that, wow, right there, Parris Swain as striker, and he got one up, but subsequently got taken down.
Oh, he rocked Garrett Desmond there, but Desmond right in on a takedown. Mike, who do you think won for that first round, and who do you think mentally won that? I think that Desmond got the takedown, but I don't think he feels good that he did anything in that round.
Well, he certainly won the round because Parris Swain did absolutely nothing underneath, you know, and that's kind of what we talked about. It seemed like he was fighting off his back just in a defensive posture. He just kind of held Garrett Desmond in close. We didn't see a whole lot of striking going on. Really a change here, though. Parris Swain coming out and landing 3 or 4 big strikes in the early goings of the second round. Although, see, I think that neutralizes the 2 takedowns that Garrett Desmond's had.
Yeah, I think it does too, Mike, but Desmond's controlling the fight. Parris Swain, in my opinion, is trying to end the fight. Difference of opinion there, though. I mean, some people think that points is how you win a fight. Other people think knocking out and tapping people out is how you go about winning a fight.
That looked like a bit of a headbutt to me, and I couldn't see if it landed or not. But that hair of Garrett Desmond's, it sure makes a dramatic movement when the head kind of jerks like that. It kind of looked like one. I don't see any damage on the face of Parris Swain, so maybe I'm just seeing things, or maybe there's just kind of a jerky motion going on there. You see Parris Swain now calm. He's calm in the face. He's looking like he's trying to climb the body a little bit, but you know, Ethan Andrews is just going to stand in the way of the camera and not let us see what's happening.
Well, Mike, Parris Swain has to realize in this match, this is only a 3-minute round. He has to get busy with submissions. A wrestler can ride you out for a couple minutes pretty easily, and if you're not trying submissions, you're not going anywhere.
You know, and as much as I hate to say this, there is such a variance in styles of refereeing. You see here, Ethan Andrews going to stand these 2 up. You know, some other officials might have done that much sooner, and so you shouldn't be able to ride a guy out just by camping out in his guard. And Ethan Andrews making a great call there, getting him back up on their feet, and you see Parris Swain making the most of that. Nice knees, nice elbows, nice punches all the way, and then once again, Garrett Desmond takes him down.
Oh, Desmond was rocked there, Mike. I love the way that Parris Swain's working in his lower body strikes with his upper body strikes. He's really confusing Desmond on the feet. I don't think Desmond has any clue what to do with him striking.
I'll tell you, the one thing that I see that Parris Swain needs to work on is his footwork. He's throwing those great shots, but then he lands and he's flat-footed and he's getting taken down. And those shots are great for a kickboxing match, but an MMA match, you're going to get taken down. You've got to land on your toes and be able to sprawl back once that shot's on its way. He's committing so much to the knees and elbows that, you know, he kind of put himself in a spot where he got taken down.
Boy, Mike, I bet a whole bunch of other guys in this state and around here that are in his weight class are hoping he never figures that out, because then he'll be putting them out of business, baby.
Amen, brother. He's really put some nice things together here in round number 2. We're going to see round number 3 in a moment, but in my opinion, I think Parris Swain won that round. He landed shots. He got taken down 3 or 4 times, but he's the only one that actually threw anything. And again, very unofficially on my scorecard, it's a round apiece.
Yeah, I kind of concur with that, Mike. I don't think that Garrett Desmond landed much of any punches in that round.
I don't think he threw any. Yeah, he took him down and then he just camped in his guard. And boy, you know, to me, that doesn't do much for me as a judge. You know, as a wrestler, I grew up wrestling. Of course, I like takedowns, but you got to do something once you're there. At least try a guard pass. If you're not going to strike, at least try to improve your position, and I haven't seen much of that at all.
No, he's been trying a little bit, but
he's trying
Parris Swain is just tying up the leg in this half guard game very well. But on the other hand, though, Mike, Parris Swain, when he's on the ground, he's very content to not try submissions. We haven't even seen a submission attempt.
That's a good point.
He's very content to just sit there, and I'm not saying he's not doing anything, but he's not doing anything.
You know, and this is one of those very, very subjective fights. And you're here in round number 3, and it's a coin toss. I would really like to see somebody feel some sense of urgency and think to themselves, I've got to do something here to win some judges over. Whether I'm up 2 rounds to nothing or tied around or down 2 rounds to nothing, I got to do something here to try to win this thing.
Yeah, and obviously I think Parris Swain's going to try and do that by striking. It's 2.5 rounds about now that we have not seen any submission game whatsoever, just a defensive guard game. And Desmond doesn't really look to do any submissions or pass or This isn't a takedown competition. I think he might be a little confused at this point.
On the same note, you don't see any attempt to escape or sweep or anything from underneath. You know, Parris Swain's just holding him tight as soon as he gets taken down. Right there, you see a little bit of explosiveness coming out of Garrett Desmond, starting to work the body just a little bit. And this might just be more out of frustration than anything. Both these guys got to be a little bit tired as we're drawing to the conclusion of the match here, but somebody's got to explode. Somebody's got to do something here. Somebody's got to try to win it.
Yeah, they really do, Mike. And if I was Parris Swain, I'd be trying to get up to my feet somehow, any way he could. Look at Garrett Desmond's legs. They are like purple. He's been stung out there. He's got a couple big, nice bruises on there. And oh, I bet Parris is wishing he could get a stand-up right about now.
I'm sure he does. But, you know, you don't get a stand-up by just hanging on, really. I mean, you got to kind of force the action, especially in the third round. You know, it's kind of, again, does the referee want to step in and have an effect on the fight, or you let the guys fight it out? What do you do? This is a tough call.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, Desmond is starting to get busy, though, Mike. He is throwing punches. He is trying to do stuff. And
well, let's say he's getting a little busier than he was. I wouldn't call what he's doing as busy. He's not really throwing any flurries or anything, but he has picked up the tempo just a little bit. A strike here, a strike there. I think they need to be stood up one more time.
Yeah, I would like to see him stood up again, Mike, but I'm really, when Parris Swain watches this fight, I think he's really, because Parris Swain does have submission skills.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a little upset with himself that he really didn't try. I still haven't seen anything.
Yeah, that was kind of a half effort, and again, you know, fatigue may have an effect on that, but you didn't see him really try to get his hips behind that. I think he kind of plopped his feet up there. I don't know that we're going to see a stop or a stand up, but 5 seconds left. We're going to send it to the judges' scorecards.
Well, this is going to be a close match, Mike. I would hate to be a judge today.
That's what I hear. But, you know, regardless of the outcome, both these guys, as you mentioned, are going to be kicking themselves. The loser is going to say, hey, man, there are more things I could have done that I just didn't. There were opportunities there for me to win it. I didn't take them. Let's listen to what the judges had to say.
Your second judge scores about 28-29, and your third judge must have been drinking a little bit, saw 27-30. Just kidding. It's unanimous, though. They all saw it the same way. Your winner, fighting out of the black corner.
Oh, there you go, Garrett Desmond. Kind of, the judges saw it the way I did. At least two of them did. He pulled that one out at the end. There were just enough striking to get by, but not a clear and concise victory. I'd like to see these guys do it again.
Oh, definitely want to see a rematch, Mike.
Got bronze? Body Bronze Tanning has state-of-the-art tanning beds and home of the 30-second spray-on tan.
You lost a close decision. What are your thoughts on this fight?
I feel I won. I tore his ass up when we were standing up. Took me down. He didn't do a damn thing, but hey, I like to thank him for fighting me. He's a good fighter. We win all 3 rounds, but I feel I won every round.
Parris, I thought that you tried to stop the fight and win the fight. No offense to your opponent over there. I thought he kind of just took you down and held you down. He didn't try and stop the fight. But I'm not a judge.
It's all good. Like again, good fight, good job, man. It's all good. I'll be back.
Well, either way, it was a great fight. Thanks for being part of the experience. I'm going to break the tradition. I'm not going to tell you weren't good enough, because you were, brother.
Yeah, I think so, too. You ain't seen the last of me. I'll be back.
That's for damn sure. Parris Swain, you have a bright future in MMA, brother.
All right, thanks for my family and friends for coming out and supporting me. And the Maury Academy, without them, I'm nothing.
Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
I mean, he definitely had your number when you were standing up, but most of the fight ended up on the ground, and really that's where the judges probably made their decision.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. If I'd have been on my feet for any more than 15 seconds, I wouldn't have been in that fight very long.
And bottom line is, you don't want to take it to the judges' card. You want to finish it first. That way you don't have to end up with these sometimes controversial decisions. Why don't you give us your sponsors and anybody you want to thank?
Just thanks to Team Risen. We're doing awesome down there. They taught me how to stay out of submissions. Like, I got submitted my first fight, and now as soon as we learn how to finish fights on the top, I'll be able to hang with the rest of my teammates who are mauling people.
We don't get very many decisions around here, but that was an excellent fight. Parris Swain coming up just short tonight.
It's very rare we get such a close decision, Mike. That was a wrestler going up against a striker pretty much, and the wrestler got a couple more points than the striker tonight.
He sure did. Coming away with the big win is the Risen team all night tonight. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
Diabetics on Medicare are tired of the pain.
I wish there was another way.
Now there is. With this new meter, you can test on your arm with less pain. It's simple. If you're a diabetic on Medicare, get less pain with Diabetes Care Club.
Now my fingers don't hurt anymore.
The club will send your diabetes supplies to your home, and they bill Medicare directly.
Membership is free, and so is shipping.
Call Diabetes Care Club at 800-985-7829.
So you've got the hottest cell phone, now you need the hottest games and ringtones. Get the latest games and ringtones to use on your personal cell phone right now. Text S51 for Super Mario Brothers. Text A51 for Sweet Home Alabama. Text G51 for Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Or text W51 for Diner Dash. And send it to 77888. Choose from any of these great games and ringtones to use as your very own. And don't forget to text your choice to 77888.
In your middleweight division, we got a kid that came all the way from Ohio just to be in our little old show. Who is this guy?
Malik Rose, Mike. He's supposed to be a kickboxer, but he's been working a lot on his mixed martial arts skills. But he's going up against the blanket party, Matt Stoddard. Matt Stoddard's pissed. He's coming off a controversial loss, and I think he's looking to bring the blanket party back to Salt Lake City.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in Matt Stoddard's way after what happened to him last week. Middleweight no holds barred, check it out.
Well, I'm from Chillicothe, Ohio, but I'm born originally from Philadelphia, and I'm just here to whoop somebody's ass, plain and simple.
I felt bad for Debbie. She said she needed to find someone. She had to find two people, so I told her I'd step in there. So.
Well, for starters, my man Jeff had me running up the damn mountain for 5 miles and 4,200 feet elevation, just conditioning, you know, doing the same thing, you know, doing what I do.
You punch out any billy goats while you're up there?
I don't know what the hell it is. I'm from Philadelphia. Ain't got no mountains up there.
Yeah, he looks pretty tough, but I'm pretty tough too, and I train hard, work hard every day, so my conditioning's good. I beat the hell out of a billy goat when I was on top of the mountain once, so I'm good.
All I know is I'm coming in here. I flew 1,000 miles, and I'm not coming in here to lose, plain and simple. I ain't wasting my time. I'll go in there and do my thing.
I'm just going to come out and fight hard. If he's conditioned good, then we might go quite a ways. I don't know. I usually have pretty long fights, beat the hell out of each other, so.
Well, Bill, I got to get invited to the Billy Goat blanket party. That's one step more fun than the blanket party. They've invited Billy
Sounds
Goats.
like a couple more steps, Mike, actually. But
they call him the butcher, though, so I don't know what he's doing under that blanket with that Billy Goat, but it just might be butchering.
Whatever it is, he's 6'1", 185 pounds, Dallas, Salt Lake City area, trained at the UCTC. He's definitely a ground and pound fighter, Mike.
And he's fighting Malik Beebe, the Black Hornet, and his trainer's super big on him. Really impressed with what he's going to bring to the cage tonight.
Yeah, Mike, he's 5'9", 185 pounds. I was originally told he was a kickboxer, and that was more of his background, but he's been doing a lot of work in Jiu Jitsu and mixed martial arts.
And mountain climbing, apparently. Coming all the way down from Philadelphia/Ohio, and he's out here in Utah, and might be having more of a culture shock than anything here tonight.
Well, he's going up against one strong kid, though, Mike. Oh, big kick from Malik, but it looks like Stoddard blocked it and kind of stuffed his takedown attempt there.
Well, yeah, and Malik pulls guard right off the bat, and, you know, as you mentioned, he being a stand-up fighter, he pulled guard rather quickly, and we'll have to see if he knows what to do now that he's underneath the blanket.
Yeah, the blanket's on top here, Mike, but the blanket went through a war last week.
Yeah.
He's only 7 days out of it. I can't even believe he's fighting today, and more or less, he doesn't have any marks on him, which is amazing me.
He is truly a specimen, and I like how he said, you know, I just felt so bad for Debbie. She had a couple fighters back out. We got this kid come all the way out from Ohio, didn't have an opponent. He said, oh, what the heck, I'll do it. It's only been a few days, but I'll do it again.
Well, these return missionaries, Mike. Stoddard's a return missionary, did his mission in Australia. On last weekend, he was black and blue. He had black eyes, looked like he needed stitches. Today, I don't know if he's busy been praying all week or what.
It's clean living, I'm telling you, man. You and I wouldn't know anything about that. We're covering from hangovers all the time. These guys are just plain recovering from life. Their bodies are clean.
Oh. Malik kind of in a little bit of trouble here. He hasn't fought, I don't think he's fought anyone like Matt Stoddard before. Matt Stoddard gets on top of you. It's there to stay. That's why we call him the blanket.
I can tell you, Malik looks a little frustrated underneath there. He's like, wait a minute. I mean, I've been practicing some ground, but not against the guy that just smothers me like this. And boy, it's great. The blanket is a great name for him because he just does. He smothers you from on top.
Yeah, very rarely have we ever seen anyone get out of Matt Stoddard being on top of him and in his short mixed martial art career here. But he's picking his punches, being very patient here. I like to see that, Mike. He's not just freaking out and just throwing, you know, blows everywhere. And Malik's covering up. Oh.
Well, that's going to do it right there. It looks like Lonnie Foster, the legend Lonnie Foster, said, you know, I've seen enough of this kid getting pounded on the side of his head. But Malik came and made a pretty solid first performance here in the cage. Got a little taste of what the Ultimate Combat experience is all about. I really hope I see this kid again. He's training up there with Bill Bryan in the Ogden area, just south of Ogden, the Roy area, and I hope we see those guys bring some fighters back. But for tonight, it was all butcher. Matt Stoddard doing his thing in the cage. There is only one place to get all your favorite MMA gear, including UCE merchandise, and that is Against the Fence.
Give me your thoughts on what happened wrong in that fight.
I just take it off to Matt. He's a great fighter. He has experience. I just like to thank all the guys that come out fighting, watching us fight. You know, you guys are wonderful. I also like to thank my instructor, Bill Bryan, at Dragon and Phoenix Martial Arts Academy in Far West. My man Jeff here, you know, for taking me in his house and feeding me and, you know, getting my ass up, running up the damn mountain all week long. I also like to thank all the guys from Dragon and Phoenix Martial Arts Academy for coming out and watching me. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my girlfriend who's back home in Ohio. Chris, I love you, and I'm coming home, and I'm not all too broken up.
Skull Candy, the official headphones of the UCE. Check out their complete line of headphones and accessories at skullcandy.com.
Salt Lake City, you can celebrate. The blanket party's back, baby. Woo!
Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to get back on the winning track.
Well, Matt, last weekend, you and I are sitting in a hotel room in Elko 4 in the morning. I didn't think you'd be fighting again this week, man. I'm so proud of you stepping back in here, fighting a tough customer that we knew nothing about. You pretty much controlled that fight, though. What are your plans for the future?
Just keep training, take some time off. That's 2 fights in 2 weeks. A little beat up. Even though I didn't get hurt too bad in this fight, I'm still beat up from my fight last week. Just keep training, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Now, don't you have like a landscaping company or something you need to show up for work? Are they looking for you? Have you been terminated or anything?
Yeah, that's it. It's my company, Stoddard Sprinkler and Landscape, and I actually worked today. I actually a little bit tired, so I'm glad it didn't last very long.
You were laying sod and doing foundations and landscape today?
Yeah, I was putting in a sprinkler system, so they better appreciate that.
If you're watching at home on TV, next time you complain about your landscaping, come and see this guy at Stoddard Landscaping. And if he does a bad job, don't complain, because he'll whip your butt. Matt Stoddard, thanks for being part of the experience, brother.
All right, thank you very much. I'd like to thank all my teammates, Combat Cartel that I train with, and the UCTC where I train. And my mom that comes up here, reads her books because she's scared to watch me, but I love her a lot. That's it.
But Matt, what about me? I wasn't able to drink tonight, so I could corner you. I mean, you cut into my drinking, brother.
I appreciate that. My coaches are awesome. Phil, seems like I always win when he's around. And Dan, Sugarloaf, who's up next, or up in 2 fights. Hope he does well.
Matt Stoddard showing why you don't make a blanket party angry.
No, you don't, Mike. Then you might have a pillow fighting contest or something. The blanket party's back. He shook off that loss from last week. That says so much about him. But congratulations to Malik Beebe for coming all the way out here and fighting in the show for us.
All right, we got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. Let's take a call. Hello, caller?
Yeah, hi. I have really bad credit, and I've been turned down before. Can you really help me get a computer?
Do you have an active checking account and a home phone number?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you need. So whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
In your featherweight division, we got a kid who's just been knocking him down as of late. Samson Lee going up against a kid who's been reeling him in for the LDS Church for the last 2 years. Been on an LDS mission. Who is this kid?
It's Tyler Tucker, Mike. This kid can fight, though. And he's going up against a superstar in Samson Lee. But maybe Samson's superstar? We'll find out.
All right. Featherweight, Noah's Bar. Check it out.
Well, I've trained really hard for this. I wake up every morning around 7. I run about 20 minutes around my block. Then I go to work. Then I come back to the gym and I train jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, and mix it up with MMA.
It takes you 20 minutes to get around your block?
No.
Well, I've come here to win. I've been training for most of my life, and especially this last 6 months, I've been back here in Utah, and I've been training up to come in here.
I'm coming in for the win. I'm coming in for a knockout or a submission. I'm game. I'm ready.
Well, I'm just not gonna play his game. I'm gonna go in there and do things my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna win this for my girlfriend. She supports me every night, every day. So
mostly at night.
You're going down.
Good couple of kids right there, Samson Lee and Tyler Tucker. A lot of fun interview, and we had a lot of fun over at the weigh-ins. If you guys ever get a chance, come down. Yeah, these guys get in there, and sometimes it gets a little heated, other times a little more jovial like it was there. Samson, Lil Tunda Lee. Phil, this kid's got a bright future.
Oh, he does, Mike. He's 5'10", 145 pounds. He's trained out the UCTC, and Little Tunda is a superstar on the rise. He's undefeated so far.
So we hear, but the elder, Tyler Tucker, been doing a little bit different kind of training, a little more spiritual training the last couple of years, but boy, they sure are big on him down at Team Samurai X.
Yeah, they really are, Mike. He's 5'9", 145 pounds out of the Team Samurai X in Lehigh, and he's been on a mission for a little while. Let's see how this affects him. Who knows?
Well, you know, again, since he's been back, those guys at Team Samurai X says, hey, we've seen Lil Tunda do his thing, but Tyler Tucker is ready to come kind of knock him off his perch, because this kid just knocks people around in the gym. You see right here, Tyler Tucker trying to work for a takedown. He doesn't want to stand and trade with Samson Lee.
No, he clinched in right there, and this is something we've seen in all of Samson's fights. People take him down almost immediately, and then he goes for the submission, and he's got a reverse triangle lock on there, Mike.
He sure does. Can't quite get it tightened up where he wants it. He's trying to make some adjustments, but those adjustments are met by, well, looks like he might have this thing. Well, maybe not.
Oh, he got out, but Tucker right into full mount, Mike.
Oh,
this is trouble for Little Tunda.
This is trouble for Little Tunda. Little Tunda was a little reticent when this fight started. He didn't get in and get firing off like he had wanted to, and you see right here, he finds himself fully mounted with way too much time on the clock.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble here, Mike. I do like the way that he's covering up with those elbows, though. Not much of that landed. Oh, a nice reversal by the superstar.
Very nice reversal. Again, this guy comes from a Muay Thai background, doesn't have a whole lot of experience on the ground, but that was a very nice reversal. Finds himself up on top, trying to back out of the guard of Tyler Tucker.
Yeah, but interesting enough, Mike, Samson Lee comes from a Thai boxing background. However, he's won all his fights by submission.
Well, he's not going to win fights by submission by giving up his back like that. Boy, that kick, you saw it coming a mile away, and it just wasn't a whole lot of sausage on it. And now, you know, Tyler Tucker, he's got his neck wrung right here.
Oh, Samson's in trouble here, Mike. I didn't think we'd be saying that. He's stuck in a tight rear mount and getting choked.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job of trying to keep Tyler from settling in and sinking that thing nice and tight. He's done a really good job, in fact. But, boy, Tyler Tucker's just making those little adjustments, throwing little shots here and there, and kind of maintaining that position on the back of Samson Lee.
Yeah, he is, Mike. Both fighters seem very composed, though, if you look at their faces. They're not really grimacing too much. It's more of a chess battle here. But right now, Samson's close to getting his queen tooken.
His queen tooken?
Taken.
I don't really know what that means,
Stole.
but right here, they've kind of settled into a spot, and that's not good when a guy has your back to kind of settle in. You see that Tyler Tucker's got a figure 4 on the body right there, and just keeps on cinching that up tighter and tighter, and that just gets more and more uncomfortable as time goes on, and then those punches to the side of the head don't help matters at all.
Yeah, it really does, Mike. With a tight body triangle, it can kind of suck the wind out of you, and then it makes it almost impossible to move out of there.
Yeah, you kind of see where Sampson, you see on his face, he feels a little bit helpless under there. Like, I don't know quite how to get out of this. And Tyler Tucker slowly but surely, you see that choke starting to tighten up. And, Samson Lee's in a world of hurt.
And we've never seen Sampson in any type of trouble in any of his fights, Mike. And here's a kind of reality check time. Did they stop it?
No, they did stop it, and I couldn't see a tap. Oh, man. No. Oh, man. The good fortune gods were smiling on Samson Lee right there. Referee Ethan Andrews thought he heard the bell. And I don't know what bells he's hearing, but something's rattling around in that there brain of his.
Well, Mike, if you've never been to the live show, though, that place is like chaos in there. I mean, there's all kinds of noise, and there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Well, he's catching a little ribbon from the ringside doctor there, Mark Cacciamani, telling him maybe we got to get you checked out. See what you got rattling around in that head of yours. But nonetheless, round number 2 coming your way. And, I've seen corner people come unglued when things like that are happening. The Team Samurai X guys, they just took it in stride. We had you there once, we can get you there again.
Yeah, Mark Balser and Kevin Greenwell over there, definitely one of the up-and-coming teams in the state, Mike. They've been putting it together.
Well, there you go. Samson Lee was doing a very nice job of getting those leg kicks off and threw a nice overhand left. But, boy, it looks like he got caught with a shot and dropped. And now these guys are skirmishing on the inside, and it looks like Tyler Tucker is matching Samson Lee's Muay Thai, just strike for strike.
Yeah, he was there in that flurry, Mike, and Sampson, the Thai boxer, elected to take it to the ground. So I think he feels more comfortable with his jiu-jitsu than we think.
Well, maybe more comfortable on top than on bottom, and certainly more comfortable on top than on bottom with your opponent on your back, which is where he spent the greater part of the second half of that last round. But you see right here, Tyler Tucker inching up there, looking for a guillotine, looking to try to isolate something.
Yeah, he did, Mike. Sampson checked it, but man, this Tucker kid, he's good on the ground, Mike. I haven't seen him fight in a long time. He's looking good on the ground.
He's pretty solid. And would you recommend here Samson Lee stand up, get out of there? What would you say he should do?
Well, I think where he's at right now is about the last place he should be in, as he's got his leg folded up and over. And it's a beautiful sweep into a triangle there. And well, Sampson's in trouble, Mike.
Yeah, he sure is. You saw him grab onto the fence a moment ago, too. He knew he was going to be in trouble. And right here, that's a bad spot to be in.
Oh, raining down punches, Mike. I don't know if Sampson's going to be able to get out of this.
There's just not a whole lot of power on those punches, though. They seemed almost robotic. There wasn't much behind him, but there's just way too much time on the clock.
Sampson's credit, though, he's covering up very well. He is trying to fight his way out of this, but I think this...
He fought his way through the strikes, but that triangle choke, when it got tightened on, there was just nowhere for his head to go. And yeah, that thing got on there and tap, tap, tap. That's the way it goes.
Oh, Mike, but half the island of Hawaii is in mourning right now.
Well, I don't know if they should be in mourning, because this might be a good lesson learned for Samson Lee. Hopefully it is, and it's certainly great to see Tyler Tucker back in the cage doing his thing, coming away with the big win, and hopefully we see a lot more of him in the weeks to come.
Well, Samurai X just keeps continuing to impress, Mike.
Personalize your Croc footwear to creatively express your individuality. Choose from more than 1,100 designs at crocs.com.
Sampson, this is your first loss. It's got to be a little disappointing. What were your thoughts on the fight?
It happened quick, and I don't know what to say because I'm not used to this.
I love you, man. You were good, just not good enough tonight. Came up a little short. Apparently, I'm going to have to quit my job and get back in the gym because I'm pretty pissed off at our UCTC fighters lately. And I don't know, baby. I love you. Thanks for being part of the experience, Sampson. Anyone you need to thank? Your girlfriend, your family?
I want to thank everyone that came to come and see me. All these guys over here, them, my teammates for coaching. He was a good fighter. I was good, but not good enough. I have a sponsor, Lapa Lapa. Thank him for sponsoring me. Mike Stidham for making it all happen. And my girlfriend for supporting me.
One more time, Samson Lee.
Addiction Motorsports has the baddest choppers on the planet. Check out their new showroom at 187 South Mountain Way Drive in Orem.
All right, Tyler Tucker. I've got to tell you, I thought your face would end up looking like my face by the time it was all done. You surprised a few people here today. For one, I thought Sampson was going to keep it striking. You just totally took him out of his element. Tell us a little bit about how you trained for this fight.
Well, as you can probably see, I mostly did ground, but I was trained to to fight my game, and I didn't want to get caught on his.
Welcome back from your mission, Tyler Tucker. Looked very, very impressive tonight. I hope we see a lot more of this kid.
Man, chalk another one up for the most improved camp in MMA in Utah right now, Team Samurai X. Tyler Tucker, he shocked me. Took out the superstar, Samson Lee.
Samson Lee's going to take it back to the drawing board. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere. It's your main event, and really a staple of the Ultimate Combat has been Mike Crisman. He's been around doing his thing, Sugarloaf, fighting each and every week, going up against the guy that I know is going to use this show as a springboard to go to the bigs one of these days. This kid, very good looking, Nate Gerrard.
Yeah, Nate Gerard, Mike, he is the top up-and-comer in the show. You'll see him in the big times one day. Sugarloaf, though, he's telling me before the fight he's got a special foot stomp that he's going to stop Nate Gerard with.
He's breaking out the foot stomp. It's your main event, middleweight nose bar. Check it out. You're in for the fight of your life, my friend.
This one?
I came by to fight again, get my chance at a rematch with Nate Gerard. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Unbroken Circle there in Vernal, where I used to train. Risen, where my current gym is. My fiance, Jamie, of course.
My game plan that I had last time, I didn't go by it. He thinks he's going to just walk through me like he did last time. It's not going to happen like that. I promise that.
Probably the same thing that happened last time. He'll probably come out, try to punch me hard, throw to the fences, but he'll probably miss, and I'll take him down when I want to. He'll give me his back when he's sick of getting punched, and I'm not going to choke him out this time. I'm going to pound him out, and yeah.
Just do what I've been doing in training. I'm going to sprawl and brawl. He thinks he's going to be pounding me, but I'll be pounding him on the ground.
All right, before we we get too far into this, I want to point out something. That Team Risen group, Nate Gerard, there are a lot of teams that have been coming into this show, and they've got some good fighters on them, but they kind of pick and choose who they'll fight, when they'll fight, so on and so forth. Not these Risen guys, and not Nate Gerard. This guy doesn't want to fight chumps. He doesn't want to fight guys that he knows he can beat up. In fact, he was mad that we put him with Chrisman again, because he says, I want to fight up.
Yeah, Mike, but people are scared of him. That's the real deal there. Chrisman's 5'7", 185 pounds out of the West Valley area and trained at the UCTC.
Nasty Nate, on the other hand, but no, really, I had guys from out of state looking this kid up and wouldn't come fight him, you know, and it was a tough go just to try to get him a fight. This kid really and truly is the future of mixed martial arts here in Utah, and his whole crew, just like him, week in and week out, we can call them and they'll travel. It's not right around the corner either. They'll come down here and travel, they'll fight anybody.
Yeah, they are down to fight, Mike. That is for sure. They make no excuses. They fight whoever you put in front of them, and we've just seen Nate Gerard literally plow through people. He's like a boy. He's like a man against boys, Mike. He really
His goal tonight is to knock the spray-on tan right off of Mike Crisman. That's what he said.
Yeah, well, that might be hard to do. They put it on there pretty good up at body.
Boy, that's pretty thick on there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They're kind of filling each other out here, and I think Sugarloaf, he needs to get off if he's gonna, you know, he's got to go at Nate and punch him, because Nate's gonna take him down.
You know, Nate gave you the blueprint of what's gonna happen here. He's gonna try to swing for the fence, and what I thought was really key was he said, I'm gonna take him down when I want. Right now, Nate doesn't want to take him down. Nate's just kind of taking his time, being a patient fighter, and when he decides it's time to take him down, he's gonna take that shot, and it's gonna be a deep one.
Well, I liked seeing that.
Oh, very well timed kick by Mike Crisman, but then he got taken down.
The difference that I like about Nate Gerard, Mike, you know, you see Oliver Bradstreet fight, it's a shot immediately every 55 times he's fought. Gerard looking like he's thinking about what he's doing there, but he's right into the full mount here now, raining down some blows on the Sugarloaf.
You know,
and some body slams. And I think one of those hurt Chrisman, Mike.
I'll tell you, you know, just what I've seen so far in this fight, that Nate Gerard is a man among boys really here. He does what he wants to when he wants to. I mean, he took that mount position like it was meant for him to take it. He's timed it so perfectly, and look at those elbows.
Oh, vicious elbows, Mike. Those are how you throw an elbow. This kid is a ground and pounder, Mike. That's how you throw elbows. That's how you do body slams from the bottom. And Sugarloaf's in a world of hurt right now.
I'm telling you, I hope this kid doesn't jump too soon to the big leagues, because he gets another 5-10 fights at this level, and he's going to be very, very hard to stop in the big leagues, man. I really think he's got a bright future in this game.
Yeah, I do too, Mike. You know, unfortunately, some of the guys that we've had in the show that were about ready, they jumped a little too soon, and they didn't have their complete package put together. They were just coming and doing the same thing time and time again. Let's see Nate Gerard fight a few times and get a few more experience.
Nate Gerard's smarter than that. He's a school teacher. You know, I mean, he's a little smarter than the average fighter here in our show. But he promised he wasn't going to choke Chrisman out. He's going to punch him out. And holding true to his promise, he's just kind of squeezing that head and then throwing shots when he gets an opportunity.
You know, Chrisman's kind of making him have to choke him out. He's like giving his neck there. I mean, there's only so much you can take before you take the bait, Mike, you know.
That spray on 10 is so orange.
Well, and Sugarloaf getting choked here.
I think Nate's fists got tired. He just decided, I'm going to choke him out anyway. Nate Gerard really made it look easy tonight. This kid, again, I wouldn't hang my head if I were Mike Crisman. Nate Gerard is just a super athlete and a super MMA fighter in a very young part of it, what promises to be a very bright career. Mike Crisman, again, hats off to him. He'll fight anybody. He took this fight because we couldn't find Nate Gerard to fight, and you know, lots to be said for that too.
Yeah, it is, Mike. Sugarloaf stepped up on short notice, but nasty Nate Gerard just keeps doing his thing. Wow, the kid is impressive. He predicted that fight from start to finish like
Absolutely.
It was a WWE fight scripted.
And he delivered it. Are you Army strong? Find out what it takes to be a soldier in the U.S. Army at GoArmy.com.
Sugarloaf, what are your thoughts on the fight? It was kind of a repeat of the last time, but a little bit longer. Nate got you in that choke again, though.
Yeah, just got to stop giving him my back. Yesterday he said he wasn't going to choke me out, so I wasn't expecting that choke. But, you know, that's cool that he respects my stand-up, because I knew he was going to take me down. But he just got the better of me. He's a better fighter.
Yeah, I think that Nate Gerard's going places. Even a blind guy can see that. But I think you're going places too, Sugarloaf. What's your plans for the future? I heard you got a big internet fight coming up.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be fighting on the 28th with the Rico Rodriguez card. Be fighting Mark Brewer.
Who?
Some fag, I don't know his name. But I know Nate Gerard's a lot better than he is, so no, I was just hoping, I was just waiting for Gerard to keep dropping bombs to get tired, because, you know, if he's hitting my face, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, Mark Brewer's sitting at home on a computer. He's throwing stuff around the house. He wants to get a piece of you. Nate Gerard got a piece of you tonight. Sugarloaf, thanks for being part of the experience. Tonight you were good, just not good enough. But we know you'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back next weekend if I can.
Great Clips is home of the $10 haircut. Also pick up $10 UCE tickets only at participating locations.
Well, Nate Gerard, why don't you tell everybody who doesn't know you a little bit about yourself?
From Evanston, Wyoming. I train with Team Risen. I'm getting married.
Wow, big news.
On Saturday.
Now, I don't know why they're making me do this, being the fact that you and I are fighting on the 28th. So everybody at the E-Center, it's going to be me versus this big hunka just killing me on the 28th. So come to the E-Center and watch it. Now, on a note, Julie's making me give you a present right now. I have no idea what's inside there, but apparently you earned it.
Thank you, Julie. Appreciate it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you? Anybody else you want to thank real fast?
Just Team Risen. My fiance, of course. That's about it.
As promised, Nate Gerard makes the Sugarloaf pay for wanting to fight him a second time.
Man, his patented foot stomp didn't work for him, Mike. He had a secret foot stomp, but the Sugarloaf left it in the car or something.
Phil, man, I don't know why you pick on this kid so much, man. He's a great part of this show, and he really wants to get better. But, man, you're fighting a pretty tough kid when you're fighting Nate Gerard. And this, really, the sky is the limit for this kid. I'm really looking for big things out of him.
Yeah, I am too, Mike. I think the sky's the limit for all those Risen guys. You know, they're great wrestlers, great athletes, and they really impress me tonight.
They impress every time they come down. We'll see them again very soon. We'll see you next week. We got more of this stuff next week, the Ultimate Combat Experience. Tune in next week.